Welcome to the podcast from Doug Ground Up Productions with hosts Lady Miz and Ray. This is a universal platform, and there is nothing off limits. We talk about it all, and we keep it real. This is a no judgment zone, so come as you are. If you are a professional, entertainer, author, comedian, entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to get something off their chest, well, let your voice be heard here on From the Ground Up Productions. Sponsorship and other opportunities are available from the Ground Up Productions, turning nothing into something. There's only one way to go from here. And now, here are your hosts, Lady Miz and Ray.
Oh, shit. What am I doing? I ain't nowhere near ready. I'm supposed to put mic is all the way over here. You can tell we rushed this one. I gotta fix it. But anyway, what's good, people? This is From the Ground Up Productions. There's only one way to go from here. I'm your host, Lady Miz, and this is my co-host,
Ray, the silent assassin for right now.
Tonight, y'all know what it is. We are talking about the leaked tape recording, phone call with Monique, her husband, and Tyler Perry. Okay, we're going to be playing that tonight, and we're going to be giving out our opinion, and we want to hear from you guys. We want to know what y'all think. We're going to talk about the interview and a few other things, so we definitely going to get into it. Before we get into it, y'all know what it is. I got to let y'all know all of the things that we have going on before we start this show. Big up to the 313 J Smooth pulling up early. Where that money at? You already know what it is. All right, make sure y'all check him out. Where that money at? And that is on all major platforms. So before we get started with our show tonight, okay, I first want to let y'all know that this show here, From the Ground Up, is a place where creators meet. We like to discuss different topics, but we love to bring on different creators as well. We like to talk about where you going? Oh, okay, all right. Because you see me leave. I'm all out the camera. No wonder. All right, while he do that, I guess I could come over here. Y'all can still hear me. So, as I was saying, we yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate that. That look kind of, don't be doing that on camera, y'all. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, y'all. Technical difficulties early in the show. We like to, like I said, bring on different creators, bring on different legends in the industry and other independent artists and shine the light on them. And again, like I said before, we love to have conversations like we are having tonight. So as y'all know, Monique was on Club Shay Shay show, and then there was a leaked phone call. We're going to be playing that, and we're going to be getting into it. But before we do, let me tell y'all first what we got going on. So first and foremost, y'all know I have my snacks, Boss Move snacks. Okay, y'all taste the chips, get ready for the mouth-watering crunchy cookies that's about to be on deck. You can go to bossmovesnacks.com, check it out, see what's coming next. Also, for those who do not know, I do have books. I am an author and a publisher. So I have 4 kids' books, which is available on Amazon. You can purchase all 4 of my kids' books on Amazon, but you can also purchase my memoir, which is called Broken Then Healed. I also have a 30-day manifestation journal to allow you to help you complete your goal. I like to call that the accountability book. And I also have a book called The Indie Artist Struggle for those independent artists out there. All right. What else? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
You got your books. You did 845. Make it in an 845.
Oh yes, make it in 845. But before we get to that, I want to also let y'all know what I do. And you got to pull that up, guys. Y'all know I got my side hustles, right? So again, listen. Multi-passionate, baby, and you got to have them side hustles because you got to keep that bread up. You understand what I'm saying? So for those who may not know, let me just let y'all know real quick. Let's bring it up there to tell y'all some of the things that I do. I do custom bottles, and I will show y'all that when that picture goes away. I do event planning. No, leave it up, babe. Please. Thank you. I do event planning, video shoots, photo shoots, workshop classes, and I do flyers. All right. So those are all of the things that I do. If you need any of those services, you can hit me up. The bottles that I have is here. And I'm waiting for him to. There we go. All right. So I don't know if y'all can see. Just to give you an example. Okay, this got the Lady Miz on it. Okay. I ain't gonna pull them all there, but I got birthday. If you got a wedding, a birthday, I could personalize it with your picture on it, and anything else that y'all got going on. So yeah. Also, I want to let y'all know. Oh well, I already did that. You ain't even got to put the other one up there. We good. Yes. So before we get into this again, we're gonna talk about making it in the 845. As y'all seen, we put out some clips. I've been wanting to do this for a minute, but the way that I wanted to do it, I didn't get to do it the exact way. I wanted it more like a reality show type of feel. But I was able to sit down and talk to the different people in this area, and we are starting with 4 individuals. We have E-Man, also known as Elvis Harrell or E Boogie Productions. We have Vanessa Cheatham, who's also known as VVC. We have Mikey D, the Park Jam legend from Queens, but he is residing in the 845. And we also have Yellow Pound Cake from Newburgh. So listen, these interviews were super dope. I can't wait for y'all to see them. That is a part of the series of From the Ground Up, and that series is called Making It in the 845, and we will be airing that around sometime in March, early March. We will be airing it. So look out for that, and look out for all of them. Make sure y'all follow them and support them because they got a hell of a story. All right, so we ready for this?
Yep.
All right. Listen, y'all, we're going to open up. If y'all want to have your voices heard, we will open up the phone lines if y'all want. If you do not want that, y'all can always put your information or your comments over there in the chat box. All right. So now let's get into it.
You're now tuned in to From the Ground Up Productions, broadcasting around the world.
All right, now, let's get into this. So listen, y'all. I'm sure everybody already seen and heard, okay, Monique on Club Shay Shay. I thought the interview was super dope. I sat down right in front of the TV with my popcorn and my wine, and I was watching it, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I enjoyed that interview just like I enjoyed Cat Williams' interview. I've always been a Monique fan. So some people will probably say it's biased, but it is really not biased because I feel I like Tyler Perry too. Okay. I think Oprah's amazing for everything that she accomplished. So, look, I think DL Hughley, we've seen him live. I think he's amazing. We've seen Monique live. Listen, I'm going to just say this before we even get into it. Bottom line is this. We don't have to choose, but you can look at a situation and say, damn, is this right or wrong? And maybe, speaking up about it, ain't nothing wrong about that. A lot of people think that speaking up on something, you got to remain quiet. And that's the problem. And that's exactly why people continue to do what they do. So let's play part. We're going to play little parts and then we're going to go back. Jay Smooth, what's good? I forgot to tell y'all, anybody that's tuned in right now, make sure you share this live. Share. Hit the like button and all of that. We started now?
Yeah, no, it wasn't supposed to start.
All right, okay. And hit the like button, hit the share button. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's get into the leaked phone call with Monique, her husband, and Tyler Perry.
Start right from the beginning, right?
Yeah, start from the beginning. We'll stop it and go back. Then move on.
Need to do right now. First of all, I'm not gonna get into this right now because it's ugly and it's nasty, and it came from a comedy skit. I don't want to be a part of it.
What is ugly and nasty, Tyler, about saying? Because we're not talking about the comedy skit. You're obviously not hearing what I'm saying.
That's where it's all
No. No. Here's the thing.
You said chump change earlier. You said you don't want any chump change. Does that mean you do not want the money for Precious or what?
Wait a minute. Because you've not answered that question. That's a very simple question.
I said to you earlier that wouldn't be fair. I wouldn't think that was fair.
But what would you want to be done, sir?
How would you want it fixed, Tyler?
How would you want that fixed?
And
how would I want fixed?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. So that because and my husband is that part of our team that he has the business conversations. I'm the part of the team that you saw May 13th on the stage. So what I would ask you is, because you're talking in Tyler Perry language, I would ask you to let Monique talk to Medea. Because when you start talking in Tyler Perry language, brother, you talk like you don't get it. Right, nigga. Right. You can laugh at it because you know. See, let me tell you. Let me tell you, Tyler. When I watch your movies, I dig Medea. And you know why I dig her? You know why I dig her, Tyler?
Because she could be your mother.
You know why I dig her? You know why I dig her? Because that bitch is real to her gut. And she don't give a fuck how it come out. She don't give a fuck how it's taken. But everybody knows she love you. But she gonna tell you the real shit. See, when you stepped away from Medea and you became Tyler Perry, the billionaire, this is the conversation you're having. Like, well, guys, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? See, you a brother that slept in your car. And you needed niggas to fight for you to get you up out the goddamn car. See, your mama that you love so dearly. See, this is, I know that the powers that be and everybody saying on the radio and everybody saying on the media, oh my God, it's Oprah and Tyler. They're the ones that can employ her. Why ever would she say it? Because I love them niggas. That's why I'm saying it. Because I'm talking stories 100 years from now where we had to go through this shit and we watch our brothers and sisters die and suffer in silence and in poverty, and we know they was right. So what I'm saying to you is, Medea, make Tyler's ass step his ass up. I'm talking to Medea right now. Medea, I need you to pull Tyler's ass in the back and say, baby, you watching this sister and you watching her family starve. You're watching it. And you're saying, what do you want me to do? Listen, don't you play with that baby like that. You know the shit y'all did was wrong to her. You gave charity, you gave them $400,000 to $500,000 to charity, and you know that bitch got $50,000. Where's my pistol, Brown? Where's my pistol? Because I need to shoot this nigga. Now, I'm not going to kill him. I'm going to shoot him in his ass to let him know Medea's mad as shit right now. Right. See, that's why I'm talking to my brother. So I appreciate you calling me. I do. I appreciate you calling us. But when you call me, what you going to do?
I'm going to call and find out whatever money is coming in for Precious, and I'm going to send it to you. I'm going to send it over to you. Whatever it is, I'm sending it to you.
Well, let me say this. Let me say this, and I want to talk again.
I'm going to write you a check on it, seriously, because hear me, because this is the thing about this. And when we start talking about this one doing this and this one doing that, and black people doing this, black people doing that, what we need to understand about that is this. Where we are right now and what we're trying to do, we got some opportunities that a lot of most people didn't have. So what I don't want you to feel one day, not one day, is that you were mistreated or that you were treated unfairly. Now, if that means that that's what I need to do, then you do that. You do that. You take that and take it from a place of love.
Let me tell you where I'm going to take it from. I'm going to take it from it's business. And I'm going to take it from my brother saying, listen, yo, this is what y'all was supposed to get.
No, here's the thing, brother.
Well, I don't know what you were supposed to get.
Here's what we're saying is, when you say, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but I'm going to send you the check. Listen, not charity, brother. Because see, what happens is, what's not going to take place on our watch is this. I wrote a check for something that came in, and one of those things where you missing the point. And we believe enough in the universe to understand that, listen, when a person come to you sincerely with understanding what it is that you're talking about, versus just saying, I'm going to find out what it is and I'm going to write a check. Now it's in the tabloids, you wrote us a check because, I know you flew Whitney Houston in on your private jet. You gave TD Jakes $1 million. And the whole is the way that this is being done. It's like, don't throw us no chump change, because we had to go through a movie audit with Lee for monies that he didn't get. And they're saying that he did something with the money from the movie. Okay. These are the things that we had to deal with. So to speak about the dollars that you're going.
All right, we're going to pause that. Let's bring us up. All right, y'all. So listen. All right, listen. Y'all heard some of it. We're going to play more of it. But I just wanted to get into it just to have y'all see. Listen, it's the tape. It's Monique's husband, and Tyler Perry. It was leaked. She recorded it. She went on Shay Shay Clubhouse. Is it Clubhouse? Shay Shay Club is podcast, and she spoke about it. And she said she had receipts, and she is starting to roll out those receipts. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all my take on it. What's good, Demo Wet, on the check-in? I'm gonna tell y'all my opinion on this. Okay. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button, hit the share button. Here's my thing. Yeah, we're gonna get into the Oprah too, Demo Wet. We're gonna get into the Oprah too. But I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. What I love is the fact that Monique's husband is standing by her, holding her down. Okay. And she said, I was listening to her talk. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, when her and her husband went live, I was like, tears were coming out of my eyes with the things that she was saying, because I felt every single word that sister was saying. Okay. And I really commend her and appreciate her for standing up for us as a people, for us as women, for us as Black women. Because for every person who accepts a job and allow people to just do them dirty any old kind of way and pay them chump change, and they want their talent, but they don't want to pay them what they are worth. For every person that remains silent, they are co-signing to do it to the next person that's coming up after them, and to continue to do it to them. And if somebody doesn't speak out, this will continue to happen. So what I can't understand is how people are upset and mad that she is standing up for herself. And then they got a problem with her husband. They want to try to diminish him and put him down like he is not supposed to say or do anything, like he's the problem. No, let me tell y'all who's the problem. You guys are the problem who sit there and love to co-sign the Black woman ain't protected. The Black woman is the most disrespected and unprotected person. But when she have her Black husband sitting by her side, protecting her, all of a sudden now, y'all got something to say. All of a sudden now, what's wrong with him? Or why is she calling him daddy? But when the Latino women say papi, you okay with that. And it's the same damn thing. You got a problem with Black women. That's what the problem is. And we're going to talk about it. Ray, what's your take on this?
When I see it, you know, not for nothing, Black women been doing this since the start of women being in entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And it's people like her. And I'll go back, not even that far. I think Dorothy Dandridge, I think her name was, back who started, they wouldn't perform in front of segregated crowds.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, do you call her that woman hard to deal with?
Right.
You know, it's a problem when a woman says, you know what, I don't want to. This is what I don't feel is right, and it's hard to deal with. When you got people admitting that she was right.
Right.
You know, that's right. The bad part. It's people actually, I'm gonna say what it is. It's people half-ass looking. They look at the headlines, and then they go with the headline, and that's it.
Right.
They don't read, they don't do any more research other than the headline, and they jump right on it.
That's true.
And that's where the problem is. And I'm gonna tell you, like you said, the people who say the Black women ain't protected are the same ones now down in Monique.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's why I cannot understand. Now, don't get me wrong. I seen what's his name? Somebody said that Judge Mathis said, that the comedians need to stop embarrassing themselves. See, I get where he's coming from, right? Because all right, when you look at it, it looks like we as Black people always got a problem with each other, and we are always fighting on social media for the world to see. Well, let me just say this. We are not always the only ones who do that. We are just always the ones that's talked about like we do it. Everybody's doing this shit. Number one, I'm not saying that it makes it a good thing, a bad thing, a right or wrong thing. I'm just saying that we love to say, oh, look at what you're doing. No, when somebody is being done dirty, they should speak up. Why shouldn't they say, listen, this is not right? Exactly. And my thing is, and listen, I think and I don't want to speak on a person who's not here, but somebody came into my comment and on one of my posts and was like, Monique this, and they had some things to say about her. Which is, listen, you have every right. Everybody has a right to their opinion. Right? Everybody has a right to their opinion on how they feel about the situation. There's nothing wrong with that. But the person was saying like, she disrespected D.L. Hughley's daughter. Now, listen, nobody's condoning disrespect on kids. So I guess you would have to listen to it. She responded to that, right? Y'all would have to listen to it to say how you feel about the situation. But she said she was just clearly repeating what he said, and she made a remark on it or whatever. So it could be taken as disrespect in a sense. However, when comedians get on that stage and they talk and they say what they say, they try to say it's not comedy because she's speaking about real life facts. A lot of comedians go up there. Dave Chappelle is funny as hell, and he speaks about real life facts. When we go see Eddie Griffin, I learned a lot from his stand up. He's speaking real life facts.
Didn't Chris Rock get slapped for that? Speaking real life facts. I'm just saying. And then it was like, hey, do not, we can't approach comedians like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Yes. Thank you, Kid. Big shout out to Mike on the check-in, and big shout out to Kid. Is it Network? I can't see. I'm sorry. Kid Creations Network on the check-in.
Creatives.
Oh, creators. Sorry. There you go. Yep, we gotta put it up. Yeah. So listen, he said that Chris Rock get slapped for that. At the end of the day, guys, just want to remind you: hit the like button if you're tuned in right now. Hit the share button if you can. Tell somebody to tell somebody. That's how we are able to reach more people. So.
Now, let me say something to Mike Williams. Mike Williams is right. We are, even though everybody else does it, we are the most exposed.
Right.
Because not for nothing, everybody follows our culture.
Right. That's very true. And you know what, Mike? Here's the thing. People love to say, and don't get me wrong, it ain't like, we got our issues in our culture. Everybody know that. I don't never make no excuses for behaviors. But the problem is, as soon as we're doing something, they love to say, look at y'all. Look at what you're doing. You're embarrassing. You're doing this. You're doing that. And then when all the other races are doing it, it's either quiet, it's kept under the rug, or, we got to say, see, it ain't just us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, we're human beings with issues, and we're going to talk about it. They made social media. That's why people are on there. This is how we find out a lot of the stuff anyway. For social media, we have opinions. They got opinions. We're going to talk about it point blank. I want to play a little more of, you want to read Kids Creation?
Yep.
Creatives. Sorry about that.
He said, it's all good. It's Rondo speaking. I found you guys via Godson Pharaoh.
Oh, okay. My bad. And big shout out to you, and big shout out to Godson Pharaoh from Detroit. Y'all know, listen, big shout out to Detroit, period. I absolutely love Detroit. Y'all show us so much love here on From the Ground Up. And we over here in New York. But I got to tell you, like Detroit 313, all of that. I love y'all energy. I love y'all support. So big shout out to y'all. We're going to play a little bit more of this. Are you sure you're able to pick up where we left off? All right. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, production manager. Let's hear a little bit more, and then we're going to come back and talk about this some more.
That's the thing that I have to deal with too, because I bought the movie to Lionsgate.
Listen to what I'm saying. But listen, Tyler. This is what I need you to hear me. Hold on. In life, you can't walk around mad at everybody because one person did something to you. You must be able to compartmentalize where your frustrations lie. So when you say that you had the things going on with the movie, and then you had it with Lee, and then Monique, you're lumping everyone together. And that's what people of color have a tendency of happening to them. They're all this way. See, if you just focus specifically on the interaction with Monique and yourself and it ain't never been anything but cordial, even in times of disagreement, because our thing is, we're not looking to, it's like we said on the podcast, who in the hell wrote the story about how David stepped to Goliath and said, y'all are Goliaths. We just the Davids. We not in no position to be trying to start. We're not looking to try to start any beef. But at the end of the day, I'm asking you in your private time, because it's not going to happen right now on the phone. All I ask you in your private time is, how would you want to be treated if you were in a situation where people or a person put out something false about you? Then someone said that they didn't have the same experience with you. They're glad that they had a great experience with.
This is why I'm having trouble answering that question, because it starts as a question and it goes in another direction. So I was on to you for a minute.
Let me stay with the question, because you make a good point. Let me stay with the question. The question is, what would you want someone to do for you who said things about you and or mentioned things about you, alluding to the difficulties that they had with you, all because you chose. I'm not finished. All because you chose.
I got an answer.
How can you answer something and I'm not finished? Can you do me a favor? Can you, since you called up to have a real conversation, typically I know you used to directing, but what I need you to do is just hear me out man to man. And that is this. How would you feel if someone says something about you that you were not contractually obligated to do? What would you want them to do to make that right? And it don't have nothing to do with money.
If somebody had said that, let me just try to be in the position. If somebody had come along and said, Tyler's difficult, he's terrible to work with, he's not going to do anything that you want him to do. If they said all those things, right? If that's what the rumor was, and there were other people who knew that was not to be true, I would want those people to stand up and say that's not true.
So, will you and Oprah do that?
I can't speak for Oprah.
Will you do that?
It's my experience. I certainly can. I've never worked with Monique. All I can speak for is my experience on Precious. I don't give a damn about saying that.
Would you do what you wanted done for you, Tyler? It's real simple. Would you do what you would want done for you? Because you told David, when he said his experience was wonderful, you said that was not your experience. And the question I would have, did you experience with Monique and or I that made your interaction with us displeasurable? Especially
that is Monique's husband.
What made my interaction displeasurable is to have to try to navigate between Precious, Lee, Monique not wanting to do any national press without getting paid, having to navigate through all of that. That's where my problem was.
But Tyler, this is where we are though. I'm talking in real time.
All right, listen. All right, we're going to pause it. We're going to go back. Because, listen, that phone call, I got about how many minutes? 18 minutes of it. I don't even know how much we played so far.
10.
Okay, 10. So we got about another 8 minutes. But let me just say this. It's so much to say. But, again, well, you know what? I can't say we. I have to speak for myself. I can't speak for Ray. I can only tell you that the way that I am, right, is like I believe in standing on the side that's right. I don't see the problem with a lot of people is we get so emotionally wrapped up in other people's issues that we feel we need to pick sides. I'm still a fan of Tyler Perry. I'm not going to sit here and be like that. I'm not going to come on here to bash him, right? Because I think he is an amazing at what he does as far as the movies he put out, the TV shows. I love how he grinded from the bottom and was sleeping in his car, and to get to where he is right now. If he's doing our people dirty, I don't like that. Right? So we can speak on what we don't like and still say, I don't hate you. You understand what I'm saying? See, and that's the thing that a lot of people, we don't want, what we want is for people to stand up and do what's right, especially to women and especially to Black women. Do what's right. Don't become like don't be the oppressor in this situation. That's it. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, what's your point?
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree on one thing.
Okay.
In this situation, you have to choose a side, and that's right or wrong.
Well, I said,
yeah, I know, but you said we don't have to choose sides, right?
Okay.
In this particular situation, there is a side to choose, and when you look at it, I don't find Monique being wrong at all. Everybody she has had a beef with, somewhere or another, they have come to the carpet and have to say, you know what, with proof. Netflix didn't, like I said, Netflix didn't pay her the money that they gave her if it wasn't that they had some kind of proof that Netflix did her dirty. So Tyler Perry, he is wrong. Now, like I said, I agree with you. You don't have to be because you don't have to dislike him. But
that's my point that I'm making.
Okay.
I'm when I say pick a side, I mean people get so caught up in the fact that like I don't like him no more. No, I think that he's amazing at what he does. As far I'm not talking about how he treat people or what he's doing on the Tyler Perry level, which we'll get into when Madea start. I mean, when Monique start to say she need Madea, excuse me, that part. But when I say pick a side, I'm talking about I'm not going to jump on the I hate Tyler Perry train. Okay, I'm not going to jump on because I want to support all of them and see all of them win. They are
not
pillars in. And go ahead. I was about to say they're pillars to us, and they're successful people that we can learn from. But you don't learn the bad habits. You speak on them, you address them, and you expose them so that they could change. And the good person with great character takes accountability for that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tyler Perry might not have that much character if he came from sleeping in his car to screwing people over when they're not giving them what they truly deserve. That's not character. You would think somebody who slept in their car would be different.
Well, money changes people.
Yeah, and obviously, so his character is not what it is. His character was just like the acting he did when he plays Madea and when he plays in the shows. He might have been putting on the show that he has character.
Woo!
Because he's not. I hate to say it. Monique's not the only one that's beefing with him about underpay.
Right. Yeah. Well, I know that Taraji was, she was upset and she was crying. And I know we were talking about it in the car because you had made a statement about they've been doing this to Black people and Black women for years, and it's very, very true. However, it's like you fight for something, but how do the oppressor now become somebody that look like you? That's the disappointing hurting part, because we expect you to understand the struggles that we have, but we're not here to be pointing the finger at the white man and blaming everybody else. We're pointing the finger at the ones that's doing us dirty, who just happen to look like us, because we're not expecting it to come from them. That's the part. You don't expect it to come from the people who look like you. So when it comes from the people who look like you, it hurts even more, because you're like, how could you do that when you know what the hell we got to go through to get where we got to get? It's disappointing. It's hurting. It's hurtful. I mean, it's crazy.
It makes it even, like I said, what makes it worse to me is these people they tell a story of struggle. They get us all with the, I had to struggle to get where I'm at. And then you watch somebody else struggle.
Yeah.
That's where the disappointment, that makes it even more disappointing, other than the fact that it's our own people. You tell us your story of struggle.
Right. I know you want to read some of those comments. Let's read a couple of those comments and then we'll get back.
All right. Mike Williams said, Tyler Perry, Oprah, Steve Harvey, and Gayle King aren't for us. I totally agree. I don't disagree with that. Demo West said Netflix settled with Monique. Yep. So we know she wasn't lying there. Obviously, she had a point that they gave her money.
Yep. John
Hall said, why can't you say you're right or wrong when you are?
Right, because people got egos. That's why. And when they got money, they feel they could do no wrong, so they don't want to say that. And then to the public eye, after saying something, because now what happens is they think that all of the stuff that they put out and all of the speeches that they gave and all of the things and the interviews that they done, when they finally do something wrong and it's exposed, they feel like it's going to be looked at like they're going to lose respect. But you'll actually gain more respect by being able to take accountability for what you did.
I right now, Kid Creative said, said, I think some black stars have galvanized us and use us to ascend and are using their talent selfishly or even believe they are their own hype. And now they are too good to help others. Facts.
That's deep. What's good, MC Lady Z over there on the West Coast? How you doing tonight?
I'm gonna say what I said to you in the car, right? Was I see what annoys me more is a lot of men going in on Monique as for so she shouldn't say nothing, and they're supporting a man who pretended to be a woman. They going against a man who pretended to be a woman against a real woman. This man came up out of his car pretending to be a woman, and he made his way. And they rather support a man who wore a dress than actually support a woman who's actually telling the truth.
I mean, I hear you on that. and I understand, because this is now a topic, that a lot of people are speaking about. Dave Chappelle spoke on it. There's plenty of people that said, I ain't putting on the dress. Cat Williams, several people, right? I get it. I totally get that. The reason that I don't really go hard at stuff like that is because I like Martin Lawrence. I'm a big Martin Lawrence fan. And him playing Shanae and Mama Payne, I didn't look at him any different. If I start to look at them now, I'm not saying that it's not a problem. I do got a problem with Holly Weird trying to push that on black men for some reason. There's an agenda obviously behind that. I truly believe that. But I don't look at every man that had to do it and say, you have to be a part of the agenda, because I don't think that Martin, that's just my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? It's my opinion. If I say that, then that means that I would have to say I think it about him, and I don't. So I have to really look at it for me in a critical way and say, I get that point. And what I can understand from your point is that people will treat Monique, a black woman, a certain type of way for fighting for something, and then respect the man who fought his way to get to a certain position looking like a black woman.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Exactly what it is. It's not, and like I said, we're not, I'm not even speaking on the agenda. I'm just saying, when you really look at who we look at Tyler Perry, where he came from, his stardom started with dressing like a black woman.
Right.
I don't have I have nothing against that. But when you got a woman actually saying, hey, I am fighting for other women, and y'all standing with the man who wore a dress dogging a woman, it's something wrong. It's true.
Wait, what do you mean dogging a woman?
He cost, according to
you're talking about Monique. Oh, okay.
I thought you talking about, cost her tens of millions of dollars.
Right.
We know where we came from. $50 will get you shot. The whole neighborhood shot the hell up.
She spoke on that. She damn sure did speak on that. So, yes. So
we're looking at a woman who's actually fighting for other women, and you got people standing with a man who dressed up like a woman. I think. I mean, that's just my opinion on it. We all got to see it that way, because, like I said, Tyler Perry didn't start his stardom as a man like Martin did.
Right.
He started dressed up as Medea. So he pretended to be a woman.
What when I listened to the phone conversation between Monique, her husband, and Tyler Perry, and when I was listening to Monique say, I want to talk to let's like Medea, right? When she started saying that, and I started saying, damn, you know what's so funny is she made some good valid points. She said like the messages that he sends out in those movies is why we was fucking with him in the first place, right? Because we knew, we felt connected, we understood it, we understood every message that he or Medea was saying to us. We related to it and we supported it, and it was us supporting him and paying to go see him and paying for his movies and doing all that and showing up is why you were able to get to the point of where you got, because of what you was doing and what you were saying. How is it that now you're doing the opposite of that? How do you do that? Like, you know, and again, like I said, the respect has diminished for Tyler Perry, but I still respect his grind and how he was able to get to where he got to go. But I say to myself, damn, so was that all fake? Were you just acting? You know, because one thing I'm going to say like this. One thing I remember Tyler Perry saying was, hey, Medea, I think he said that was his aunt. That role was his aunt. So you telling me that you took your aunt's whole style and grew and blew up off of it. You made money off of Medea by taking your aunt, who you said you got all of that from, whole style, messages, the way she acted, everything. You got paid off of that. And people loved you for that. And the very person who was talking like Medea, speaking her mind and being down to earth and real, is Monique. She talking like Medea, really. And you got a problem with that? How? Do you have a problem with your aunt? That, you know, and then I say that in a respectful way. You're like, yo, how do we get there? Yo, I don't get it.
Because it was an act. He you know,
was it an act or did money change him? Was it an act or did the money change him?
You know, I don't like when people say that money changes people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care if you are who you are, money won't change you no matter how much you get. It's all about character. And like I said, I'm gonna tell you how he yanked the black community. Okay,
mm-hmm.
He started out doing his shows as plays, right?
Yes, I loved all his plays.
Exactly. And then he took all those same plays and made movies out of them. And everybody piled into the movie acting like they didn't see the play. You know.
Well, I mean, it was different. It's a movie now, so
yeah, that's my point.
I don't get it. I don't get the point. I don't get the point.
Why? If you've seen the play, do you really need to see the movie?
Yes, because it's going to be different.
No, it's not.
Look, and that's why it's. You see, look. I'm just being honest. I love Monique. Okay, I stand with her. I always have, and I always will, as a black woman. Right? Do I have to say I agree with every single thing that she do and say no? But I respect her because she put it all on the line.
Yep.
To say, I'm not going to deal with this no more. And that is what makes a difference for those who come after. But not only just that, she's saying, I'm going to fight for what I know I'm worth and what I deserve, while I watch you give it away to other people. Yeah. And then look at me and think that I'm not worth it. But you can use me for the movies, use me for my talent, and then give me crumbs and then turn around. Why is it that you could give it to somebody else and can't give it to me? Those are questionable things.
I hate to say this.
I had a message, but I forgot what I went on to that and didn't even get to my other point. I forgot what it was. But go ahead.
I hate to say this, but that is what the black community does. Think about it. We rather give our money to Gucci than to give it to the guy down the block selling the same damn design.
That says that we don't value our own people. We talk a good game, but when it's time to show up, you ain't showing up like you're supposed to. And that's another reason why I keep saying I stand with Monique. Okay?
I'll tell you why.
Because she's showing up. She's showing up.
You know what it is?
And her husband.
That's what I was going to speak on. The problem with everybody has with her husband, especially all the stars, is because they can't control them. They can't tell him, you know what, we're not giving you a job. You know, Monique can still get out there and hustle her comedies and sell her comedies on stage anywhere. Do she really need a movie? No. But they all getting on her husband, telling people, you know, got it, believing that he's controlling her because he's speaking up for her, because they can't control him.
Right.
They can't make him do what they want.
And thank God for her husband. You know, listening to, I really just love how they addressed all of that. I love how when they went live on Instagram, how they addressed it, how her husband spoke and is in her corner. All right. Shout out to all the black men out there who really are standing and protecting black women, like Monique's husband. Shout out to all of y'all, like my husband is. You understand what I'm saying? Because it is true. We have been conditioned to disrespect ourselves, our black men, and to say we don't have no protect. But yo, when they show up and show you that we are here as black men, protecting y'all, standing by y'all, okay? You see it firsthand, and y'all got a problem with it. So who's really the problem? Who's really the problem?
We had this conversation before, because remember I said to you, when they had that thing with the woman that was getting beat up in the street, and they was like, well, why didn't the black men stand up for her? Right? And I said, black men, any woman who has a husband at home, would you want your husband out there getting killed for a black woman who put herself out there?
Right, I remember you saying that.
You know, and some people don't think that. My job is not to be out there protecting every black woman until I protect mine first.
That's right.
And
let me I'll do that. Okay.
And the same goes for black women with their husbands. I want my wife out here making sure the protecting the neighborhood, making sure all these guys out here good and not at home first, because when you get hurt, the guys that you helping aren't going to look out. Right.
Listen, Monique was crying. I was crying with her. Okay, because I'm a crybaby anyway, but I'm very sensitive. But I mean, I like how she is. I love how she is. How she don't bite her tongue. All right, I love it. But I love how she loves her husband. I love how she acknowledges, like, we ladies, we got work to do, because again, she's able to see what she got, and she ain't letting nobody get in her ear to try to turn her against somebody who she know got her back for real. You understand? And I love how he addresses all y'all when he talks. I'm telling you right now, very cool and smooth with the shit, but so on point. You know what I mean? What he's showing y'all is I know how to speak articulate without allowing y'all to make me look like I'm an angry black man and all of that. He's so calm. By the time you, no disrespect, but I'm gonna be honest, DL Hughley was going off and he want to talk. And you could tell when somebody, you hit him where it hurts with the truth. Right? Because he started saying, I never seen somebody who work out or do something and gain weight. Like, why did you have to go to her weight? Why did you have to try to insult her? Why are you trying to put her husband down? Like, okay, he just there for the money. Why? You just can't accept the fact that she got somebody that love her exactly the way she is, and he's a black man that's standing by her side and in her corner and protecting his wife. He's doing the very thing that people say black men do not do. He's expressing and showing that, and y'all got a problem with it? Come on, man, stop playing.
I'm gonna say it like this. I like DL as a comedian.
Me too.
But what he did was bitch made. You know, I'm gonna be honest. I did see people work out and gain weight. You know, it happens. And anytime a man stands by her woman, especially a woman who got more money than him or may have more money than him, doesn't mean that she's paying for love. Man, that Because she could have rebutted that by saying that your wife is there because you got money.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right.
That's bitch made.
Right.
Especially as a man. That we all know men with money 9 times out of 10. You're gonna have to pay for you're gonna pay for love some way or another.
That's a fact. Let's play a little more of this this phone call.
But when you understand, because you're again speaking about other entities and components besides Monique. What we're saying is what made it this play. But what I'm saying to you is, I want your experience based upon your understanding that Monique, as we told you then, see, writing those scripts or whoever wrote those scripts, they understand life.
Come on.
And I thought it was you. And if you don't understand that when you sit by and you say nothing when you know it's wrong, as you now said you know, and you agree, then what is the call really for, my brother?
What is it?
All right. I'm going to say this because I spent way too much time here. I thought that this would be a quick call that I could just call and say how I felt and to absolutely wish you the best. The only way this changes, I think the only way this changes, I think for you guys and where you are is this. I think needs an amazing. She needs to be with a great director. And once the movie's done, it comes out. She gets all this kind of buzz. She gets all this that she did before. And then this thing goes away. That's the way this changes. It's got to be the right thing that comes along. Out of some of the stuff that Octavia Spencer has been doing, that comes along, or Viola comes along, she does that, and all of this goes away. I know that town and how it works. It's like, okay, that was a moment that's passed. She's amazing. That was wrong. So what you're asking me to do right now, first of all, I'm not going to get into this right now because it's ugly and it's nasty. And it came from a comedy skit. I don't want to be a part of it.
What is ugly and nasty, Tyler, about saying? Because we're not talking about the comedy skit. You're obviously not hearing what I'm saying. No. Here's the thing.
You said chump change earlier. You said you don't want any chump change. Does that mean you do not want the money for precious or what?
Wait a minute. But wait a minute, Tyler. Wait a minute, brother. Hold up. Because see, now what happens is the billionaire's starting to come out.
Right.
Now what's happening is when you call and say, I didn't mean for this to take this long, brother, you called us. And see, what that said was when we first got the call, I'm going to tell you some real stuff. My heart skipped a beat because I said, okay, we get ready to talk to a real cat because he reached out. But now the tone you're beginning to take is, I'm a billionaire and I ain't got time for this. And it ain't going the way I thought it. Wait, hold up, brother. Hold up. Because see, you'll start over talking. I ain't got time for this. And let me say this. And when you say chump change, here's the thing, baby. See, the community is involved right now. You know it and I know it. And everybody out there know it. The community is involved and they want to see how it's going to play out. Because the community is saying, wait a minute, y'all. Hold up. We don't know this sister to be no bullshitter. We know she a loud mouth. We know she'll say some shit off the wall. But what we know about it is she true to her word.
And all I would ask you is two questions. The first question is, did you not just say it was wrong?
Tyler.
Did you not just say it was wrong, Tyler? To say she was difficult for not doing something that she was not contractually obligated to do? Did you not say that you would feel that was wrong? Or am I missing something?
I absolutely said that, yes.
So the question I would say is,
but I didn't mean to spend this much time on it is because just like you were there with your beautiful twins, I got a little boy, and I want to make sure when I'm on, that's where my attention is.
Here's the thing. Then you shouldn't have made the call until you were able to talk. But the last question I would ask you, hold up. The last thing I want to ask you is this. It's real simple. If you said it was wrong, when do you speak up and say that it was wrong, Tyler? That's it.
Okay, then then that means telling my whole experience, which about how I feel about the whole thing. That means telling my whole experience.
Whatever you listen, but Tyler,
without explaining the whole situation.
Tyler, here's the thing. You are articulate. You is smart. Okay.
And you is kind.
And you is kind. Okay?
Listen to me. Listen, shit, this ain't the billionaire. This is me. You gotta cut all that out. This is me talking to y'all.
Then please talk to us, brother.
Talk to us real,
then,
because
right.
all I'm saying to you is that
I listen to me. I told you how I think that this changes.
Tyler Perry, that nigga was talking that billionaire talk to him, like, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's the
wait. There's a little bit more to that, but listen. All right, so let's chime in on that part right there. Okay, let's chime in on that part right there. So, oh my God, he admitted that he was wrong. He said something about Monique, that she was difficult to work with, when he never had an experience like that. And on that phone conversation, he admitted it to Monique and her husband, and then said that he would say that he was wrong. That statement caused the domino effect and made because people believe quickly what other people say. Why he did it, I don't know. But he said that, and it made other people view her and look at her in a certain light. And then it cost her millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you why.
Remember, I just want to say, I'm sorry, real quick. I remember, and I hope I get this right, because I hate messing up people's words, but I believe Dave Chappelle did a stand-up comedy one time, and he was speaking about someone taking food out of his mouth. He gave a whole situation of something that happened to him. And I think it had to do with the Netflix special, but I don't know. So I don't want to say for sure, because I forgot. But the whole point is, why do that? Why? Is it to fit in with the other billionaires? Is it to say, you know what I mean? Like, why do that, yo? How do you go from sleeping in your car to doing this to a Black woman? He said, I got a kid there. That means that kid got a mother. If it was happening to your kid's mother, what would you do, and what would you say, and what would you expect? Disappointing. It's disappointing.
I think the reason he stood up and said she was difficult to work with, because like most people in that industry, they expect you to work for free. And when she said I wasn't going to be out here promoting the movie that I wasn't contractually paid to do,
as she should,
she became difficult. And unfortunately in that industry, everybody expects you to work for free.
I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad you said Since you said that, I'm just going to go there. Since you said that, I'm just going to go there. Here we go. You laughing. First and foremost, guys, let me just say this. Stop putting yourself on sale. People want you to work. They see how talented you can be. They see something in you that they like, and they want to they want to have you come work for them.
Mm-hmm.
And it ain't nothing worse than looking at your own people who you come out to support and say, okay, I'm here to do a job, and I'm going to do it professionally. I'm going to show up on time. I'm going to work after the show. And then they think that you're not supposed to get nothing. And let me just say, that is thank you, Monique, for speaking up. And now I got to say this, man, because let me tell you something. That happens to me. when it comes to in this industry, as a person who comes through, who do events, right? So we do interviews. We pull up from the ground up. We are friendly. We're not rude. We ain't ghetto. All right. We don't do ghetto shit. All right. I'm just saying, we don't do that. We don't show up late. We come. We're professional. We're nice. We get along with everybody. We come on time. We do our job. After that, we try to give people their stuff at a fast turnaround time. We make sure that we promote it. We do all of this stuff just for people to say, nah, well, you got to work your way up. And we didn't work enough for free already, showing y'all what we are capable of doing, and we are consistent. And are we the best? No, we're not. Because guess what? If you're going to compare us to somebody that's been doing it for years, of course we ain't going to be on their level. Of course not. But it's a shame how people think that when they're doing something, they're there to make money. They're there to make money. Because if the math ain't mathing and the dollars don't make sense, they are not going to really want to do it. They're trying to figure out how they can make everything make a profit. But then they want to look at somebody else and tell them, nah, can you just do it for nothing? This is my business. I teach people how to start a podcast. It's my business. That costs. That's my time. You got to pay for people's time. Stop doing people like that.
You know it's worse.
Okay.
Though, especially the ones where I know we've done stuff and they're like, oh, I love your work. Y'all did such a great job. Can y'all come do it again? And then when we go, here's the cost. They'd be like, oh.
But see, that's why you just got to stop. That's why I said, you know what? The hell with it. We could either do our own show, our own parties, or we just go on vacation and do our show. I'm not doing that no more. We have done enough free stuff already. And I don't care who don't like it, who get mad, who take it personal. It doesn't matter. Because see, you got to respect us in our time. Because at the end of the day, we matter too. Okay, our time matter too. You got to let me say this. We are married. We are not in the club to be partying. When we show up, it's business. Okay? It's business. And don't get me wrong. It's not like we don't want to go out and have fun. And if somebody got something going on and we could come, if we're out there to support someone, we are there to support someone. But this is why I really felt what Monique was saying too, because I understand we do that to each other a lot. It's on every level. It's on every level. And it's a shame that it's like that. But at the end of the day, we got to say, nah, we're not having that no more. No, absolutely not. We are not going to sit around and allow people to think that our time is worth nothing. You seek us out. You tell us you like us. You tell us you like our work. And then you say, I don't want to pay you, though. I want you to come work for free. I want you to come work for free so that I can make money at the door.
And then they turn around and ask us, send me the work that you did.
Listen, Tyler Perry, you ain't the only one, brother. You got a whole crowd of people on every level out here doing people like that. And I'm not saying nothing. I'm just saying like this. It needs to stop. I don't care. Offer them something. Offer them something. Stop treating people like they ain't shit when you ask them to show up for your shit. Okay? That needs to stop. Okay? It really do. I'm going to tell you like this. Here, let me say this. There's a lot of stuff that I don't say because I be like, you know what? I don't even want to put myself out there like that because it might come off wrong. I don't want to insult people. I don't want to make it look like I'm bragging. But here is the real deal. I'm going to say it because at this point, I'm kind of a little annoyed. I love what I do. I do. My husband is always there supporting every single thing. We do this together. I don't know if you love it. Do you love it? Or you just like it?
It's all right.
But look, rather he feels it's all right. He's here, right? We doing it. So here's the deal. We are not in a predicament of need. And I'm grateful and blessed for that. I am grateful and blessed for our situation, for us to be okay. Does it mean that we perfect? No. Does it mean that we're rich? No. But we not starving and we good if we did this shit or not. So what does that mean? What does that mean? That means you can't do us like that because we don't have to, we're not starving to be there, yo. We not groupies. We're not starving to be there because we are actually living pretty good. I don't like to say that because I feel like a lot of shit is about to go down. Somebody's going to see this shit and be like, remember they said that? Go get them. But please let me just remind y'all know we got guns. Stop fucking playing. I mean, I don't know how we got here, but since we here, I'm just saying it. Okay. So just keep that in mind when you remember that other part. So here's the thing. Because we are okay. Big shout out to Michelle on the check-in. I see you, Mama. And I think Tell Mama pulled up. I'm just saying, anybody that's tuned in right now, hit that like button and also hit the share button. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe right now if you're watching us from YouTube, or follow us on our social medias, wherever you're watching us from. But let me just say this, going back to this. The whole point is, check it out. We're actually okay. We are okay. So what happens is, I said, why am I putting myself in situations that I don't have to do that? You understand? I don't have to let people, it's fucked up that people do this though. And excuse my language, that they actually do people the dirtiest, who are in the most messed up situations, because they could take advantage of them because they know that they're starving and they're hungry and they're desperate. So they take advantage of that stuff. And then now they say, I'm going to do you even dirty because I know I could sell you a dream and get anything I want to get out of you because you ain't got no other options. Well, let me tell you something. I got plenty of options. I show y'all all the time on the regular. And this is why I don't like to say it, because I never want to come off like I'm bragging. It ain't nothing that I know I can't do. I could do whatever. Anything that I put my mind to, I can do. All right. I wanted to do this. Doing the bottles, doing the chits, putting out product. I've been through so much shit. As soon as somebody doubt me, sometimes, and I know I shouldn't do it, I'll be like, you know what? Let me just do this real quick just to show them I could do that shit if I wanted to. So don't think that I'm at your mercy. I'm not at your mercy. I'm here because I want to be, not because I have to be. That's the difference. I don't have to be there. I'm there because I want to be there. Respect that and pay me what I'm worth. Stop playing. Nah, you know what? When y'all, big shout out to Calvin Smith on the check-in. Let me tell y'all something. Mikey D said it when we interviewed him, when we aired that interview. He said, this is the year of exposure and exposing. And he ain't lying. He's not lying. I'm tired of being quiet. See, what's happening from this point on, because see, I'm getting older. I'm in my 40s. You know, people don't like to say that shit. People don't like to talk. I'm in my 40s. This is why I don't have time for the bullshit. I ain't got time for none of the drama. Okay, I'm trying to live my life, and I understand, and I'm still learning where real value lies, and that's within my family. Not in things, not in the street, not to be getting, being in the club with a bunch of people who's in competition with each other, who really don't like you, who really don't really value you. Come on, man, stop playing. We all sick of this shit on every level. It don't have to be on the Tyler Perry level. It don't have to be on the Monique level. On the from the ground up productions level. We sick of it. And we ain't taking the bullshit no more. Stop it. It's not going down no more. We're not having it. I'm sorry. For real, for real. It is what it is.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, I hate to say it, when you look at it, because you said something, it's the people who take advantage of somebody who really needs it. When you look at any on any level, that's what they all do. Right. People out here need a job. These billionaires, what's his name? The guy who owns Amazon, I forgot his name. He's taking advantage of people too. He's a billionaire who these when you need a job, people are going to be there to take advantage of you. And unfortunately, that's what it is. Everybody's doing it. And then, like us, they think we need it. And that's where a lot of the issue comes in, because they think we need it.
That's why, listen, here's the thing. That's what upsets me the most. Because, excuse me, being humbled.
Yep.
You got to be humble. I'm very humbled. I don't like to go around bragging about anything that I have. I don't like doing it, right? But because I don't do that and people are unaware, they think that you need it. Here is the real truth. Most people are working hard to get to a position that we are already in. That's the truth. And again, are we on a level like a Tyler Perry and Monique? Absolutely not. But we are good.
Comfortable. And
some people are not. And they are working to that level. So it's like, and then but it's like I said this before. You can't offer a hot dog to somebody that's already eating steak. You can't. I don't eat steak, by the way, but I'm just using that as an example. You can't. So what happens is when they do that, it's like plenty of times, because I am humbled, I say, give me the hot dog. I eat the motherfucking hot dog because I ate plenty of hot dogs. You know what I'm saying? Give me the hot dog.
Don't say that.
No. You know, come on. I ate plenty of hot dogs. Then they gonna show me out. But I'm just saying, I eat the hot dog. Okay. Respect. But then it's like, oh shit, she had the hot dog. She must really need the hot dog. Now everybody think I need the hot dog, but I don't need the hot dog. But I just wanted to do what I love, man. I'm not in competition with nobody. I don't give a damn what nobody else is doing. People be out here throwing they subs and they shots because they've been doing it for a long time, and then they wonder, why are people even checking you out? Yeah, you know what? We don't have the best of everything. We don't have the best equipment of everything. But what we have, we make it work, and we are consistent, and we continue to do what we do. If you mad at that because you've been doing it for several years, and you think that we are not supposed to have anything because you got that jealousy in your heart, let me tell you something. I see you. Always know I see you. I ain't gonna tell you that I see you. I'm just gonna watch you. I'm gonna keep you close. The art of war. I'm on my Monique shit right now.
You need to put the gunshots on it.
Oh, they need that. Listen, I'm just saying, it is what it is. Go ahead and read them comments.
Oh, Demo West said he liked mashed potatoes with it.
Mashed potatoes with this, well, what? The steak or the hot dogs?
Now, Mama said it's their own insecurities. Yep. Ronald Martin said, y'all are correct. It is there. There are a lot of our own people that want us to work for free. That is real in the entertainment industry. Our own wants to take advantage and then get mad when you stand up. Exactly.
And that's what they doing to Monique. They get mad when you say something because you ain't supposed to say anything, because they'll tell you how great you are, how much they love you, how much they watch you, how much they, you inspire me and you're doing great things. I see this, I see that. And why don't you come over here and do this, that, and the third? And as soon as you say, well, this is my price, even if it's a low price, they say, well, shit, you ain't that great.
Yeah, and now that you said that, right? Because listening to Tyler Perry, he was like, well, she got to do another show and get another good director behind her and get her so where she's back, where they back talking about her so they could forget about this. So basically what he's saying is, don't worry about it. You won an Oscar before. You didn't get paid for it. You didn't get the money you deserve. Go ahead and go somewhere else and get fucked over again so that people can so you can start making some more money.
Why is it that the billionaires do that to people? I mean, you come from sleeping in your car, right? You come from sleeping in your car to being where you are right now. And that's still not enough. And that's the problem with us. Let me tell y'all something. Greed. and not being grateful like you say that you are, right? Because a lot of us, and I'm going to speak for myself, I had to tell myself, you know what? We talking about, oh, let's go buy another bigger house. You know what? The hell with that. The hell with that. Let's enjoy what we got right now. Okay, because our house is a decent size. What if we can get a bigger house? Then maybe. But who the hell? I'm trying to show God. You know what? Thank you. Thank you, God, for allowing us to get to where we are right now. I appreciate everything that you have allowed me to get. What I prayed for, you gave me. You know what I mean? I know I had to work for it because it's prayer and work, but what I prayed for, you gave me. How dare I think that this ain't enough and then ask you to bless me with some more? What the heck? Are you serious? Come on, man.
Yeah, I had something to say.
Ungrateful. I'm sorry.
I forgot.
I'm sorry. I know I'm a little bit in my feelings, but I'm just saying, y'all, sometimes we do that a lot. You got to be grateful. I tell people that all the time. I know some people going through some hard times right now. Some serious hard times right now. Struggling. Times are only going to get harder. Prices is going up. Food is going up. Rent is going up. Mortgage is going up. Interest rates is going up. And the pay is staying the same or going down. Jobs are being lost. Money is going towards everywhere else but towards where it should be going. Division is being created. All of these different things is happening, right? All of these things are happening. And people are struggling. And sometimes, I don't care if you live in a room, you better be grateful for that room, because right now it's somebody sleeping on the street. If you got access to a roof over your head, if you got access to a bathroom, if you got access to a food pantry, be grateful that you can put something in your stomach, that you can sleep in a bed. I don't care if it's a cot, and I'm not talking about the jail cell.
I'm gonna be honest though. When we speak about Tyler Perry, is there proof that he slept in his car?
I'm not going to say that I think he did. No, come on. I don't know about.
I'm gonna say it because I don't. I look at this, right, and we say, all right, we as our people always use the sob story to get everybody to get for them, to go with them.
Mm-hmm.
Represent them. Here, be on my side because I had a story to tell. Come on, our rappers do it every day.
I believe that he did sleep in his car.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't.
Listen, I watched. You got because once again, money can. You're saying money don't change people. I understand where you was coming from in a situation like that, and we're gonna get to your comments in a second. But here's the thing: money can change people. Listen, when we went to LA, let me tell y'all a story. Money changed people, y'all. When we went to LA, right? And we had a Jaguar, whatever. But yo, LA is on a whole nother level. We was in Hollywood, and I'm trying to tell you, I was like, this is not enough. And instantly, I wanted more, right? The atmosphere, the energy, the environment. I thought that what we had wasn't enough. I wanted more. Okay? Money change people. Now, if you have a good heart, I believe Tyler Perry really do got a good heart. I believe Tyler Perry do not want to mess up the friendship and relationship that he have with the other million and billionaire people. And that's why he is doing Monique like that. That's what I believe. I believe that if he could stand up and say, you know what, Monique, I'm going to tell the world that I apologize and what I said was wrong. And we need to, give that sister another chance, because what she's doing is the right thing that they've been doing for us for years. What she's doing is doing the same thing that somebody else did for us, which is the reason why we could stand here right now on the backs of other people who died fighting so that we can get in the position that we are in right now. Right? But some people would never do that because pride and ego won't let them do it. They rubbing shoulders and elbows and all that with other people who is making her look a certain type of way, and they don't want to mess up that relationship because they want to keep that going for other reasons. And I get it. I understand money, but damn, what happened to morals?
I'm gonna honestly say this. You say you think he has a good heart, right?
I do.
But if pride and other things got in the way, then he don't have a good heart. Because a good heart would actually have him come out and say, "Hey, I was wrong."
He's putting the money over his morals. That's right, what's happening.
You know what?
But deep down, I think Tyler Perry might come, I think he will. I'm gonna put that energy out there. I think he will.
I'll tell you why. I believe he's not. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like anybody else, Tyler Perry might have the money to make the movies, but he still needs them other people to put the movies out on these.
Who's the people? Say exactly who the people are.
Jews.
Oh, there we go. There's the show, y'all. He just said again. I didn't know he was going to say that. So guess what? This shit's going to get taken down. Let's read the comments. I see y'all comments. Y'all got a lot. We going to read them.
Demo West said, I told someone to pay me what they think I'm worth, and they got mad at me. Now, why would you get mad? That's
Wait, they got mad because you say pay me what you think I'm worth. But you know what, Demo, that's a compliment, my brother. If you told somebody pay me what you think I'm worth and they got mad at you, that is a compliment, because what they are saying is, I can't afford you because you are, no, seriously, and there's nothing wrong with that. I can't afford you because your resume and what you have done show that you have done so much that you are out of my price range. So what you're doing is telling me that you can't work with me. I can't do it. So honestly, listen, that's what it is. Next.
Roland Martin said Tyler mentioned Viola. She said she was not. She said she was not getting paid her worth. You know what? And that might be the issue, because if
Tyler mentioned, okay, sorry.
A lot of women out here. So when Monique started speaking up, a lot of women stayed quiet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are still staying quiet. Taraji P. Henson started speaking up, and still people are quiet. When it got to be a point where people start coming out and everybody starts saying, hey, they start standing by these women and saying, hey, this is wrong. I've done a lot of these movies and I've done a lot of these shows and I'm not getting paid. And if it's happened to you, speak up.
Right. Right. You know what? When I was listening to Monique on Shay Shay's podcast, she said that, and this really was hurtful to hear her say this, but she was like, when I said it, nobody cared because I was a fat Black woman. And that hurt to hear that, because listen, the size shouldn't matter. Your heart should matter, because Monique is a beautiful woman. She's beautiful. She's talented. Okay. And everybody ain't going to be no skinny stick. Every beauty comes in all shapes, sizes, and colors. So for the fact that if that is part of the reason why people cared more when Taraji said it over Monique, it says a lot about how disgusting and ignorant we are as a people.
Can I play devil's advocate?
To sit there, and do that, and to be that way because of her size. Sure, go ahead.
Now I'd have to. I like Monique. Like I said, I stand by her. But I have to agree or disagree on that point where because she was fat. I think it was more because Monique has always been outspoken.
Okay, that could have been it. I mean, but I'm sure that, listen, we know how society is. Let's not act like society do not. Right. Just like they shame us for being Black, they shame people for being overweight. It happens.
But I don't. I'm right. I don't disagree with that part, like I said, but I have to disagree with the part that she was being blackballed because she's big.
You could disagree if you want, but I think it's a fact.
Let me finish. The only reason is because she said herself she had a history of calling people out. And when you got a history of calling people out.
No, it's about how people didn't care when she started speaking on the subject. And then when somebody else spoke on it, they cared more versus when she did.
But it was a lot because, like I said, Monique has always spoke out. It's not like if she's been silent and now she speaks. Monique has always spoke out. Even in her comedy, she was outspoken about in her comedy. So when she speaks out, it's not a surprise to people. It's like, oh yeah, we expect that from her. You know?
I mean, that's your take. I agree with Monique. Let's go to team chemistry. Yep.
Team chemistry said, we already know how this is going to turn out. Monique's going to be blackballed, but she's going to be blackballed now. This is why she's calling him out. Nobody probably will pick her up now.
Well, she's not going. Let me respond to that. You know, here's the thing. Everybody, please understand this. For those who hear it on just the audio, for those who are watching, no matter where you're watching it from, remember that we have the power. See, they can only blackball her if we don't show up. They can't blackball her with me because I'm always support her. So you can't see, that's the thing. When you're dealing with people who you can't control, you don't have no damn control. See, they want us to think that we don't have the power. We got the power. They have power too because they control a lot of this, right? They can shut us down right now, wherever we are. Follow me and go on my Insta. I'm sorry, let me backtrack. Follow me on my social medias. But guys, go to my website, www.ladymiz.com, LADIMIZ.com. Subscribe there because the day that they shut all of my stuff down, I want to still be able to do what I do on my own website. And let me tell you something. I am not being Miss Prissy Nice Girl anymore. It is really time for us to start speaking up. So at the end of the day, I'm not sugarcoating and doing none of that for nobody. So what does that mean? That means that I am using other people's platform or these places that is owned by somebody who I know don't like me anyway, right? So I know that they could shut me down at any damn time they feel like it and want to. They got the power to do that.
Well, honestly,
but if we realize the power that we have and create our own, then we wouldn't have to worry about that. We wouldn't have to cry about they didn't do this, they did that to me, and they ain't give me this and give me that because we too busy looking for validation.
Well, I'm gonna say this, right? They really don't have the power. The reason what they're doing is they're taking advantage of situations that gives them power. For one, when they force people in some sense to choose a side, right? It's either you're gonna back Monique or you're gonna back Tyler Perry. As long as people are divided, somebody's making money.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Think about it. And we could compare this to boxing. There's two boxers to get in the ring. Both of them are going to get paid, but there's going to be a group to say this guy's a better fighter, and there's going to be a group that says this guy's going to be a better fighter. But while we're picking who's going to be the better fighter, the people who own pay-per-view are making all the money.
Absolutely. You know what I say that too, as far as what's going on right now? I say that about America.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They love to keep us separated with our differences. And that's exactly why there's people coming over here now, gearing up, ready for war. And as long as we stay divided, looking at you white, you black, you this, you that, as long as we stay divided, they're going, I don't know, they might win. So here at the end of the day, to keep people divided, what is it? Divide and conquer. Divide and conquer. So I understand where you're coming from. Let's look at the more comments, and then we're going to play the rest of that audio.
Okay. Calvin Smith said, once you call people out, they begin to say you're difficult to work with because they can't handle the truth.
Facts.
D. Moet says she's working with 50 Cent.
Big shot to 50. Love it. And
BMF.
I got to go watch the Powers, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen. We didn't see the last two. Either the last one or the last two. So when we done with this show, we about to go do that because I love my power. Raising Canaan.
Ronald said when Taraji said it, it confirmed what Monique has been saying all along.
Absolutely. And big shout out to Taraji for speaking up. I heard her crying saying, I'll give up acting. And I'm like, please, sister, don't do that.
That's the part that makes me mad.
Don't give up no acting because somebody said, I'm not going to give you something. Because you are a superstar. star, and it will be people that will show up for you because they're showing up for you already. Somebody's just funding to put it out there. What if you said, I'm going to do this with a group of people who's all blackballed? Let's start a blackball crew and put our money together and let's see what we can do. Yep. That's the type of shit that I be on. Okay, what else?
That's it.
All right, so then let's play the rest of that interview.
He's definitely talking down to him, like they, you know what I mean?
Talking down to them.
Yeah, like I give you a little bit of precious money. How much is it?
Certain shoulders you got to rub with.
That was it.
Yeah. I don't think you
can be. Okay, play the whole thing. Yeah. That's not it. That's not my thing.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Where you get that from?
That's yours.
How you get that?
Come on now, look at that.
How many minutes is that?
That's up there about 16 minutes.
Nah, that ain't mine. That ain't mine, but it's all good. Look at me. I'm getting comfortable, putting my legs up and all that, y'all. Because anyway, we about to shut it down. But at the end of the day, here's what I want to say. First and foremost, Monique, thank you. I don't know if she ever will hear this, but thank you. Thank you for standing up for yourself and being an example. Thank you for speaking up for those who come after you. You are not difficult to work with, okay? You are just frightening and scary to those who want to use and abuse you. They need to pay you your worth and stop using you so that they can continue to get rich. It is unfair how they are treating you. And I hope and pray that they will be better and do better, because there is no way that we could look at them and respect them knowing that they have all they have and then turn around and look at you and say, we want you to do this and make us millions of dollars and only give you crumbs, and you better accept it and keep your mouth shut, because when you do it and be quiet, the other little girl's going to do it too and know that that's just what she have to do. That's just what you have to do because everybody else did it. Nah, they ain't doing that shit no more. They speaking up and standing up like we should have been doing from day one. So thank you, Monique. And thank you to her husband. Thank y'all for showing us what we needed to see. Thanks her husband for showing us black women that we do have black men who stand by our side and protect us, even when we wilding out. You know what I'm saying? And keeping us grounded. Because Ray does the same thing for me. You know what I mean? And again, we'll talk about that on the I'm the Perfect Marriage segment of this show, which is imperfect, I'm perfect marriage, right? But what they represented, I'm glad that they did that, because we needed to see that. We needed to see it, because that is going to help us, believe it or not. I know for me, I was looking at it like, damn, when she was like, that black men, just don't give up on us. They doing this, they doing that. When she put the whole list, like them tears started rolling out my eyes because I felt what she was saying. And she was so right. Even us as black women, we have and we need to do better. And this is not to say that we're not good or we're not, a certain type of way now. But, society screwed us up. And the ones who came before us adopted some bad behaviors and teachings that was passed down that had us thinking and being a certain type of way. They made us feel like we were so independent and we don't need no man and we could do it all. Because I had that attitude. I don't got that attitude now, but I'm still working on it. I ain't 100% out of it. So don't, no, I ain't trying to be funny, because I got to be honest with myself too. I'm not 100% out of it, but I'm working on it. You know what I mean? Because I know that, they really had me believing this shit. Keeping, and this is why I'm I used to brag about relationships. These niggas got expiration dates with me. You know it. I said that. That was ignorant. Expiration dates. So what does that say about me as a woman? I'm going to the next guy. So what does that say about me as a woman? And what does that say about me when I have kids looking at me? So what I'm saying is we have to do better as women, as Black women, with family structure, with our husbands. We can't allow society to keep pushing the narrative that they push to try to keep us by ourselves so that we could be unprotected and they could do us dirty in any kind of way. Because when you have a man standing by you on your side and in your corner, they think twice. That's why they trying to come at Monique's husband like that. Because see, if she was by herself and she ain't have nobody to protect her or even keep her grounded, they could say all that they want to say, make her look like they trying to do, right? Do her dirty, and who will she have to turn to or help her? See, y'all know you know what you're doing, but it ain't gonna work.
Big up to Raw Talk IG. And you know, I'm gonna have to.
Oh yes, I know who that is. Shout out. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this because it's not only Black women who've been taught to not believe in their man. It's Black men also the same way. We've been taught the same thing. There's part of our culture that believes you need to have more than one woman to be a successful Black man. You know, and that's a failure on us too, because that, you know, think about it now. You got guys out here now with 11 kids, 11 different baby mamas.
Mm-hmm.
There's no family structure in that.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Listen. At the end of the day, you're absolutely right. Black men got to get it together too, but we gonna get it together.
And that's where it's supposed to be.
See, y'all think that y'all gonna keep causing division? Ain't happening. We waking up. All right. Yeah, I want to read Town Mama's comment before we get out of here.
Okay. I got one more thing to say, because especially us, we met Monique.
Yes,
we went to one of her shows, and at the end of her show, she hugged every single person in that crowd.
That's right.
Every single one.
Yep.
And I know we've been to a lot of other comedians where they get the hell out of here. They after the show, they gone. You don't even see them on the outside.
And when she hugged you, you felt it.
Yeah, let me say your grandmother type hug.
Yeah, y'all know you know a regular hug, you know a fake hug. But when somebody hugs you, see, do you believe in energy and spirit? Like her hug was coming from a place of love. And I feel, this is just my opinion, that she was like, at a time when they trying to blackball me, when they trying to do me dirty, y'all are still showing up for me. And I appreciate that. And I love you for that, because you are here, which shows your love for me. That's what I got from that hug.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, because she hugged it so long, my claustrophobia set in. All right, listen up.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm riding with Monique to the wheels fall off, baby. Okay, I'm riding with her, supporting her, showing up for her.
Yep.
That's what we supposed to do.
Town Mama, she said, I've listened to a few of Monique's interviews. I love her as an actress, but sometimes she goes too far and shows her insecurities about herself. I don't know.
Well, maybe, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, and maybe why. Let me say this. When we were in Miami, right? We were on the elevator. A group of girls, it might have been mixed, I don't know, got on the elevator, and there was one girl who was very overweight. She got on the elevator, it like dropped a little bit. And no, but here's the thing that I didn't like. She started to say, oh yeah, y'all know it's me, it's because I'm big. See, that was her insecurities. I actually was turned off by her saying that shit. I was mad. See, I want to say shit to people, but I don't want them to get upset, because I don't know certain people like that. I really wanted to pull her aside and say, you know what, sister, you don't have to broadcast that because you feel you worried about what other people got to say. So what if you are overweight? You could work on that. People need to stop judging other people, because she might be overweight, but you might be really skinny, or your breath might stink. You know what I'm saying? Who knows what shit you got going on that makes you look a certain type of way. So what I don't like it, I don't know if that's what you mean, Town Mama, or if she talked about, or maybe she just don't give a damn if she talk about her weight. But at least she was doing something to work on herself, not just for looks, but for health. See, I would, what I learned, because I used to do this. What I learned is people, to make other people feel comfortable, they will disrespect themselves. And the other people will laugh like they take pleasure in you putting yourself down. I don't laugh at that shit no more. Like I used to, until I realized that there was times that I used to do it to myself for other reasons and my insecurities. I said, I'm not laughing when somebody do that to themselves no more, because I'm not engaging in that. I'm not co-signing it. And I am not going to show them that that's what I'm looking for from you. So you want to sit there and put yourself down? Go ahead. I'm going to be sitting there drinking my wine looking like I'm not taking no parts in that, because I don't get pleasure in putting other people down. And the only people that get pleasure in that are those who feel some kind of way about themselves. And they need to feel like they better than you. Anything else you want to say?
That was a mic drop.
So listen, y'all, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all hit the like button wherever you're watching us from. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, and share this with somebody if you like what you heard here today. We appreciate everybody who tuned in. Let's Calvin's comment. I do want to read that.
Because it takes attention off themselves. If they go out on themselves, first kind of like, it's first, if they go out on themselves first, kind of like the way Eminem did with my 8 Mile.
Right. It takes away from them being able to, yes, that's very true. I talk about that a lot. If I say everything, I take the power away from you by being able to say something to me. Well, let's let people know. Let's let people know that their words cannot affect us. Because see, when you really got self-love, when you really got that, it don't matter what nobody say. Okay? It doesn't matter. People could say what they want. It ain't going to touch you or phase you. So yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll sit there and they'll try to say all the stuff that they want to say. But let me tell you something. No, I'm not. No, we ain't doing that. Matter of fact, you see somebody doing that, shut it down. Or say that shit ain't funny. Say it's not funny. We are not going to be engaging and trying to make somebody else feel worse or bad about themselves so that we could feel better about ourselves. No, if you need to do that, then you need help because you got problems.
Because we all got flaws.
Exactly. Who the hell don't have flaws? We all do.
Yep.
Shit. All right, I think, am I done?
Yeah, I think you're done.
We about to go watch Power?
I guess so.
Raising Canaan?
So.
I ain't gonna say nothing just in case y'all watch it and y'all know. I know what happened thanks to Lotto posting it. I know one of the things that I wanted to know. But listen, I appreciate y'all for tuning in again. I know it might have seemed like I can't speak for Ray, but I must just say for myself, I know it may have seemed like we were bashing. This is not a bash Tyler Perry or DL Hughley or whoever. It's really not, because I still like them. I think Tyler Perry is a very successful, talented man. Damn, we didn't even talk about Oprah DeMoet, which we should, but y'all already know the deal with her. He's a very successful man. DL Hughley is a great comedian. I like them. So again, when I said what I said earlier, I meant that. I will still listen to them and support them, but they must know at the end of the day, I stand with my sister Monique. Okay, I stand with her to the end. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of what she did. I'm proud of what she's doing. I'm grateful for what she is doing for us and herself. You understand? That's what we're supposed to be doing, y'all. I appreciate that. I appreciate her and her husband, man. I'm telling you, this is the year, y'all. Because listen, we don't know how many years we got left, so we might as well raise hell now. Let the shit out.
I would say, my opinion on it is, all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not in here trying to bash Tyler Perry or D.L. Hughley, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I will say this: when our people mess up, we should still be able to bring them to the carpet and say, "Hey, yo, you effed up."
Right.
But,
yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
But if I'm gonna stand by Monique, I can't let them rock. And if they cannot support her like they need to, then I can't support them. Because that's how we support our sister when she needs the help. Because if we continue to support them, then they'll never do the right thing.
You know what? You see, this is why husbands is needed. Because you know what? You ain't lying. That is a really good point. That is a really freaking good point. If we continue to support them, then they will continue to do what they do, and there's never no true accountability for their actions. I did not think about that. So on that part, I don't feel I was being a critical thinker in that way. So, I get it. See, sometimes you got to say it in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Because before I'm like, well, I don't want to pick sides and da, 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 da. But when you say it like that, I understand that. Let me just say this. Yai Fire 2025. I don't know if you still have your podcast, but he does have a podcast. This brother does speak a lot of different things. So make sure y'all check him out. It says go back to my y'all keeping us going. What do you say? Go back to my comment about Tyler Perry. Where's his comment about Tyler Perry? Yeah, let's see that. We going back to it. Let's see if we can find your comment, Calvin, about Tyler Perry. I don't know where it's at. He's scrolling. See if you can find it. But while we looking for that, yo, Ray just dropped. Now he got me. Now I'm thinking. I'm wondering now. I don't know. I'm about to stop watching all them other shows. Like, yeah, you know what? I think I might change my position on that, because if me constantly still watching and supporting them means that it allows them to continue to do what they're doing to Monique, and that they would continue to do this, then that might not be a smart decision, and I might have to reconsider that. So thank you for bringing that to my attention. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I found it. You're welcome. Calvin said, I think he's put in a position where if you make the wrong move, he will lose everything he has. Kind of like the way Arsenio Hall did.
Yeah, because there's always the powers that be. Big shout out to Cat Williams. There's always the powers that be that's controlling shit.
Mm-hmm.
But Calvin, my brother, once again, they may have the power to do that, but we have the power to not give them the power. Because see, all of these things, think about this, from the music, the entertainment, TV shows, movies. What is it without the actors, the entertainers, the singers, the rappers? They have nothing. Okay? They have nothing. The record labels. How you going to have a record label with no artists? Stop playing. How are you going to have a record label? People, wake up. Wake up. Yes, money, power, respect is the key to life, right? Money was in that statement. So it is a part of power. We get it. People really got the power. They showed that when they locked us in these damn houses during COVID and told us we can't go out, and killed George Floyd, and everybody came out anyway and didn't give a damn about what they were saying. When that happened, they ain't have nothing to do. The people showed their power We have the power. We have the power. We have the power. I had to say it 3 times like Umar Johnson. I was like, yeah, I got to say it 3 times. I don't know about what it is about saying it 3 times, but I bet y'all going to remember.
Yeah, Calvin Smith said if they do it like they did the boycott with the buses, then change will happen, in my opinion.
Yes, I agree.
And that's why I said, you know what, as much as we support and like Tyler Perry, D.L. Hughley, Oprah Winfrey, we got to pull them to the rug and say, you know, we're not supporting you no more if you're going to treat the sister like that.
We have the power. Yep. All right, so you know what? I changed my stance on that. I won't do it. I will not do it until I see Monique get what she deserves.
Taraji, get what she deserves.
Absolutely. Until you do our sisters better and treat our people right. No more. Because I didn't think about that. And thank you. Thank you for pointing that out. See, I wasn't looking at it like that. I was trying to be, I want to do the right thing. But you know what? The right thing is sometimes the right thing is hard to do.
Yep.
Sometimes if you really want to make a stance, how you going to do that by, what? I did not even think about that. That's it. Own network. I ain't watching no more of that shit. No more whatever those other movies or whatever the shit. I stopped watching it anyway because they repeat the lines over and over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we done with that. No, it's over. It's a wrap. All right, I don't know if y'all gonna do it, but listen, we Team Monique, Team Taraji, give our sisters what they worth and what they deserve. All right, or we not doing it no more. But see, stop letting desperation make you have no morals.
I'm gonna say now, I watch a movie on Tubi before I go support them.
Let me tell y'all something. Let me just say this, and then we really gonna get up out of here at this time. I've been saying this shit, but I want to say this because I think that it's important to say. BET. Now, look, money makes a difference because when you're able to do things a certain way and put out things and get these sponsors and do that, it makes a difference. But let me tell y'all something. We had a TV network. We put it on pause because it was costing us a lot of money and we weren't making no money. I'm just being transparent with you. What I'm telling you is this. Everything that they're doing, we know how to do it. Mainly really Ray with the technical part because I'm not techie. I understand what he's doing, but I really don't have he has a patience. I don't have patience. I'd be like, but he teaches me, so I do know how, right? But for example, I'm gonna just give y'all a quick example and then we're gonna get out of here. For those who want to have your own network. When we had From the Ground Up Productions TV, it was just like Tubi, it was just like BET, it was just like Spectrum Cable, all of those things that you see that are apps. We had our own TV network app, just like everybody else now. And Ray, once we had all our shows, the programming, he did it. When you see something come on, I'm just going to say BET. Martin comes on, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. The show is on for an hour, right? And then you got commercials in between that if you do that, or you just got the show that plays for an hour or whatever you got or your movie. And then you program it that the next hour, it's another show. You put all this stuff into the system. That's what Ray was doing for our network. You put all of your shows. So when you see something repeated stuff like, damn, they keep playing the same thing. It's because the way they set it up, it just repeats itself after it's done. It goes back and plays the same thing over and over again. I'm telling y'all this because when you look on TV and you see BET, MTV, ABC, NBC, NBC, all of those things, we know how to do it. We weren't making money, so we stopped. So we said until we can figure out how we can monetize from this and it doesn't just become a bill, we're going to put it on pause and use these other platforms that we're using now because we didn't get to that point where we could make a lot of money or make enough money that will at least not let that be so much of a financial burden. This is just me keeping it real gully with y'all. Why am I telling you this? Because when you turn on your television and you think that you're watching something that you cannot do, you can do it. Yes, you can. We figured it out. And guess what? They got so many different companies out here that can put your shit on mad platforms.
Yep.
You could be on all of the platforms that all of these other networks have. You can have your own network. I'm telling you this because you need to understand that you have the power. You just gotta what we don't have that they have is the type of money and the clientele. See, if we had more money and clientele, then we would be able to have more sponsors and we would be able to do more opportunities. Problems, people see us and they don't think we big enough.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the value in us. So because of that, or they'll rather say, I'm not going to support you because I don't want to see you make it to a certain level, especially if I can't get nothing out of it. I'm not trying to sound shady or nothing. I'm just being honest with the mindset of people. I can immediately tell the mindset of a person by watching them, their language, their body language, their eye contact, and the words that come out of their mouth. Okay? Or they'll say, I could do that. And they might not know how to do it. So they'll try and then they'll get frustrated and then they just give up and then they come back to looking at us but hating on us. But what I'm saying is overall at the end of the day, exactly what you see these things on TV is easy to do it. If you took your time and learned how to program all of your different movies or commercials or videos and all of that stuff, we were promoting it for a while, but you got to understand, we were new to it. I'm just, I'm telling y'all.
It's tedious work.
It is. And we were new to it. So it was hard. It was hard to keep up. And then when it was becoming so much money, and I said, we're not making no money off of this. I said, put that on hold. Okay, put it on hold. Let's continue to do what we're doing and see if we could ever get back to that point. But if we ever got back to it, just know this. People out there that is looking for, to have their stuff on something like that, we bringing our people with us and we're here to make a difference. Okay? The only thing we waiting on is for y'all to believe in us, just like we believe in you. That's it. We know that y'all don't see us like y'all see other people. We know we are not the Breakfast Club. We know we ain't got the Revolt TV. But guess what? We know how to do all that shit. The only thing we don't have is the believers yet. And when our people are able to say and do and show that they can see value in the people that look like them or the people that they know, that shit could take all of us to a whole new level. But until then, we'll keep grinding on YouTube and Facebook. Love y'all. I guess we'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed your time with From the Ground Up Productions. We'll see you next time. Be sure to add our channel to your Roku list and listen to us on all streaming platforms. From the ground up. From the ground up. There's only one way to go from here.